We are live. That's right. It's me. It's that good old quadruple B, the podcaster who cuts meats and the meat cutter who puts asses in the seats. Yes, sir. I'm back here again. It's BOOBEARR hanging out with you tonight on a live edition of Under the Bottom Rope. Yeah, live. God, it's been a minute since you heard me say we are live. Oh, man, it's been a minute since I've been live. Oh, we're trying to get back live a little bit, mess around. My internet's been shit, but, we're working on it, doing a dry run tonight. I know we were supposed to be on here recently. Schedules suck. That's what I'm going to say about that. But, anyways, let's get right to it. So if you haven't tuned in here recently, then you don't know I've been doing this Wrestle Challenge on Twitter and such, where basically I'm watching one match at least every day. And so I have done a watch-along or two and pre-record them. I thought, why not? Because it's so late in the day. I try and do a live one and just kind of see what happens. So we tried twice, actually. We've had some problems. But we're going to try it now and see if it can get to work. If I can't get it to work this time, I'm just going to record it like I usually do and get it up to you guys, before the end of the night. But, so, as you see in the description, I'm sitting down and watching Raw is War from January 19th, 1998. Not really a specific reason. I've been watching a little bit of old Raw here recently. I started January 4th of 98. I've watched that one. And then I watched the 12th. And then I watched the 18th, which was Royal Rumble of that year, which was just before this show. And to get you guys up to speed, Stone Cold has won the Royal Rumble. Undertaker lost his chance at the title against Shawn Michaels. And now we're kind of seeing the aftermath. And there's a surprise guest, which you guys will figure that out pretty soon who it is. And so, she's going to sit down and kind of watch. So if you guys, I'll give you a second, if you want to try and bring it up, to watch with. If you're listening to this later, it'll be easier for you to do. And you'll be able to pause me and stuff. If you're live, it may not be that easy. So, you can always go and I'll give markers where I'm at. You know what I'm saying, as we go through the podcast and stuff to let you know where I am if you want to follow along with me. But for those of you who are just listening along, just chilling out, vegging out, driving out, doing big man things, thanks for coming and hanging out. So if I see you guys in the chat, I'll definitely try to bullshit with you. Well, you know what? Without further ado, let's just get this started. So no better way to start this than right at zero. So here we go. So first thing is, in loving memory of Juanita McMahon. I guess that was maybe his mom, Vince's mom or grandmother.
In over 100 countries, in 7 different languages, to more than 500 million viewers each week. The World Wrestling Federation, the worldwide leader in sports entertainment.
Last week, World Wrestling Federation fans all over the world were thrilled at the prospects of two brothers apparently putting aside their differences.
Kane has come to help.
There's so much going on right now.
We held our breath and hoped that the healing process from past bitter scars of animosity had begun.
Kane apparently is extending his hand in some sort of bond or friendship to his older brother, and Undertaker is returning it.
Wow, it's just even just seeing this kind of stuff.
Indeed, as we left
just some great wrestling from back then.
That Kane and the Undertaker would join together with mutual respect and recognition and form the most awesome force.
The most awesome force, Michael Cole. The absolute most awesome force.
However, last night,
see some clips. Oh yeah. So Kane comes out and attacks Undertaker, obviously, which we kind of all knew was coming, and then puts Taker in the casket, lights it on fire, as you can hear Jim having a stroke about. And, yeah. Oh, this intro. Watching these again makes me just love this fucking intro just like I did. If you haven't seen it before, I'm telling you, go look up the Raw intro from 1998. It was great. Fucking outside a warehouse. It's just Stone Cold. There's a random wrestling ring in this warehouse and random amounts of pyro everywhere. And they're all fighting in this one ring with one rope in the middle that's on fire to start, which I don't know how that happened, who did it, And I think they show Sid Vicious in the ring at one point, and I'm just like, Sid wasn't even here. Massive amounts of pyro. That's what I'm talking about. The wrestling signs, man. There's so many good wrestling signs back then. You know, that one just says, I have a hangover. Like, you know, I'm glad we know. I'm glad we know that you have a hangover. Well, you know, thank you. I appreciate the welcome, Jim Ross. Hundreds of fans, guys. Hundreds of fans. Jim Ross, it's always a historic night when you're involved, sir. Like, I mean, it truly, truly is. So, let's see what's going to come up first. Okay, we got Paul Bearer, that treacherous bastard, up first. Which, I mean, if you're going to have anybody up first, I guess it would be that guy. I didn't think he was that bad, Michael Cole. I mean, Jesus.
In the history of the World Wrestling Federation, when he and Kane set the casket on fire, a casket containing The Undertaker. He had us all fooled. It was a plan from the beginning. The reuniting of brothers? Hardly. There was no doubt a premeditated plan by Paul Bearer and Kane to eliminate The Undertaker from the WWF once and for all. It was vile. It was heinous.
See, these are the kind of Raws, I mean, just the absolute dictionary that these guys have. Talk about commentating that was just really good, you know. And that's the time when Cole wasn't even that bad, you know. Michael Cole was actually pretty fucking decent. Now, even then, he was never going to be my guy as far as the commentating desk was concerned. He's still not, but he was not that bad back then. He's referring to the fact that he'd come out 2 weeks ago and was wanting Kane to come home. Kane had disappeared, and, you know, Paul is the heel here. And so they both showed up at Royal Rumble and, you know, supposedly were helping Undertaker, and then, you know, fucking double-crossed him.
Just admit it.
Bastard. You're a bastard, Paul Bearer. And if you suck, you must be good. Wow. That was a little raunchy, wasn't it? What an accent. What is that, like Texas? What is that, Southern Texas? Each and every one of you sit in the palm of my hands. Like, Jesus Christ, buddy. Should have gave him a Grammy. Should have gave him a Grammy. Damn, I'm fucking dick.
Two brothers got down and saluted each other.
They did.
That's when I knew I had you.
You having fun with this, Paul?
Line and sinker.
You have an extra donut on the way out? Oh, too soon.
You too, Undertaker.
Even they booed that one. Sorry, guys.
And for the first time in 7 years, you saw The Undertaker smile.
Yes. He smiled. Looked like he had gas.
He knew that his brother Kane had came back to the fold. But I got you.
You know, Paul just doesn't look good here either. I mean, he doesn't look healthy. And it's like, not just because he's fat or anything, because, I mean, fuck, I'm a big guy. You know? I mean, I am. If you haven't seen me, I'm a big guy. But, like, he just doesn't look healthy. Could be the makeup too. Because you know they're packing that shit on. It's kind of caked on. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. Maybe that's what it is. He's caked on with some makeup.
Kane picked his brother up in the air and chokeslammed him down in his own casket.
He did. He did do that. Damn it. Thank you, Paul, for letting everyone know. You ruined it. Spoiler alert. 1998 Royal Rumble. Fucked.
With the 3 locks. One by one, Kane and myself locked The Undertaker in his casket.
In his casket! Fucking shit.
Then we rolled him down the aisle where everyone could see. Kane got the axe and started chopping. You could see the splinters flying. I saw a little girl sitting over on the side. She was crying.
Damn it.
Mama, The Undertaker, what are they doing?
That poor child.
What were we doing?
I don't know. What were you doing?
What were we doing?
I don't know. Tell me what you're doing.
5-gallon gas can and poured the liquid all over the under casket.
The under casket? That was called as the under casket? Okay. I'm glad that we got that. We got that fucking.
And finally,
By the way, if anybody's joining in now, we're at 8 minutes, 51, 52, 53, 54.
all it took was one match. Handed it to Kane. And there it was, the Towering Inferno.
Towering Inferno. I mean, they just lit him on fire. But in true Undertaker fashion, I'm going to spoil this for you guys. It's coming up in a minute. He wasn't there. And you know, I don't know where he went. As shitty as it's been fucking, oh God, 2008, 10, 18, it's 20. So it's been 21 years since this specific event happened. And even after watching the Royal Rumble yesterday, I still can't figure out how he got out from the time they drug the casket up to the stage. You know? I don't, it's just the mysteries of this shit. These are the questions we need answered. Oh. Is that Undertaker? Is it Undertaker? God, there he is, people. He's coming. No, maybe. I don't know. It's going to be Kane, isn't it?
The horror described by Paul Bearer was true.
Well, some druids for sure, and they've got a casket with them.
Could it be? Could it be the Undertaker?
Those druids don't look as professional as the druids that he gets later on. That guy's having problems.
He was being
A little too hefty for you there, Slim.
into the casket by his own brother Kane.
You know, you see these druids, he must have got these druids from like a second-hand, like, druid temp agency, because the cloak doesn't come all the way down, like, neither does the whole, you know, druidiness of the whatever the robe they're wearing doesn't come all the way. It's like, I'm not very mystiqued by this. I'm completely unimmersed now, because these druids are just not professional. They're not professional grade Jewish guys. Did I say Jewish? Oh, that's fucked up. They're not professional grade druid guys. There we go. To slow it down for myself.
But the question is, where has he been since?
Where has he been, Jim Ross? Oh, casket's open. And there he is. It's Kane. You fucking bastard. You swerved me, bro. You swerved me. They swerved us. Did you see that swerve coming? Because they swerved us. We've been swerved. Damn it. Swerved. A funny word. It's like Paul wants a big hug.
I present to you the last surviving member of the Undertaker's family, Kane.
You know, this is why he wasn't a ring announcer, because that was just the Kane.
The stench has
You know.
from the